5 News, we answer your weather questions in a segment we call Weather Wonders. This week, meteorologist David Tillmans explains further how Doppler radar works and how this radar shows us velocity.
Weather radars have many uses and applications. One such use is calculating the velocity or speed of objects in the atmosphere. This tool is important for tracking tornadoes as well as measuring wind speeds within a derecho. However, it is important to know that the radar does not measure the true velocity and direction. Sitting in a fixed location, the radar is incapable of interpreting the cardinal direction of one's movement. Instead, the radar measures velocity and movement as either going towards or away from the radar. This is also known as radial velocity. Positive velocities indicate movement away from the radar and is typically depicted using green colors. Meanwhile, negative values indicate movement towards the radars, and red colors are used to identify this. The radial velocity is almost never equal to the true velocity of an object. The only time it is when it is moving directly away from the radar, such as this example here. Our object is moving east and is being intercepted by a radar beam moving east. It's able to sample its full velocity, and it is interpreted as a radial velocity of positive 25 miles per hour. In all other cases, the radial velocity will be less than the true velocity. In this case, our eastward moving object is intercepted by a radar beam moving northeast. It is intercepted at an angle and is only able to sample a portion of its true velocity. The greater the angle between the radar beam and the object's vector of motion, the less it can sample. In this case, it's able to sample about 80% of the true velocity, meaning that the radial velocity is interpreted as positive 20 miles per hour. Finally, in some cases, our object is intercepted at an angle that is perpendicular to our radar beam. In this case, the object is intercepted by a beam moving straight north. And in this case, when it is perpendicular, it can't sample any of the true velocity, meaning that the radial velocity is interpreted as 0 miles per hour. I'm meteorologist David Tillmans for Weather Wonders.
And don't